Have you ever been backstage at NBC Nightly News in the moments right before the live cast begins, and the production assistants are running around, and the anchor is getting his beard trimmed, and there's all sorts of mayhem, no one's ready, and they're still writing the stories? I've never been there, but I imagine it was just like our house just now. Robbie, I can't see your beautiful face. Could you please move the monitor down so that... There she is. Look how beautiful she is. Whew. Beautiful and harried. So Jasper was complaining of needing some sort of a change of his undergarments, and Alden and Kato and August have been busily making crafts that we're going to show you earlier. I've been baking a cake earlier.
We're going to show you later.
Our friend
they were making earlier. Hi, Justin.
We have a friend who got some bananas for us, and we're so grateful to him that I baked him a cake. I want to tell you that when I leave you in approximately 18 minutes and 19 seconds, it's not because I don't love you, it's because I got to check on Brian's cake. Okay, all right, friends, we are here. It's not as cold as my hat would indicate, but the hat gives me comfort, security.
I gave you a haircut this morning.
Robbie trimmed my sideburns.
The sideburns anyway.
She didn't fix what's happening on top of the party. Where agenda? Where are the agenda?
No, it's on the printer. The other printer.
What is the agenda? Why are the agenda?
Oh no, maybe.
No, you guys! Look what we have on today's agenda. Ah! What does that mean, Robbie? What are we going to do?
That means our printer is working, which it wasn't working.
That was one of the things we were running around doing.
All of this happened.
All right, story time agenda. This is the story hour. I hope that our friend Seth arrived. I got a text from him saying, "Bobby, at 1 or 1:30? Question mark, question mark." I wrote back as hastily as I could. I hope he found us. All right. Storytime agenda. I got the date right. We are off on a good foot. What does it say, Robbie? I can't read. My eyes are too bleary from fatigue. Assault the ears with pure delight.
Was I supposed to have something ready?
Always the theme song. Always.
I need to put the theme song.
The Robbie and Matthew show.
I need to put something in the theme song.
I think that sounded almost identical to Drew's recording.
That was pretty good.
Let's try it ourselves. The Robbie and Matthew. Oh, ourselves. And Matthew show.
I need to put the song.
Should I have added my track to Drew's cut?
Than Drew's email.
All right, we need to figure out a way to find it. Fortunately, Drew's name is always Drew, so when we search Drew in the inbox...
Just don't send me any more emails for the rest of time, Drew, because otherwise I won't be able to find it. It'll be buried.
I feel like I ruined Drew's theme song with my intervention. I will behave more chastely next time. We're going to move on to drink water. Oh, but you know what? We didn't have any water. So drink
your
strawberry
watermelon smoothie.
We got a watermelon 2 weeks ago. And we're like, we're going to save this watermelon for when we really feel like we need some watermelon. And then we saved it, and it was bad because we saved it too long. The lesson here is save.
It still tastes good.
Unless the thing you're saving...
It was just mushy. And the thing about watermelon that is so good is its crispy juiciness. I lost all of that. It tastes good in this smoothie.
I'm not going to drink this with superhuman speed because that would waste the delightful texture and delightful taste. This is delicious. But you, my friend, get some water and drink the water.
You drink your water.
Turn to the tall person in the room and say, "Tall person, please do require to give me the water, please, in a cup."
Hold on.
And then when it comes, drink it. What?
You're perfectly capable people. Get your own
No, they're watching. We're going to teach them things. We don't want them to miss a minute of this. The tall people are more expendable. Do not dance. Matthew is too tired. Now that was a direction to myself. If Robbie would like to dance, that's fine. If you would like to dance, here, let's play Drew's theme song again and get 9 seconds of dancing. Okay. I can dance for 9 seconds. Guys, make it count. 9 seconds of exercise has to get us all the wiggles out.
Crank up the volume.
Oh, wow. So I hope your eardrums don't suffer. I'm going to sit dance. All right, this is something you can do if you're 45.
There's so much trash on my desk. I see that Amy is cleaning her desk. While this show happens.
Well, good for you, Amy.
I should probably do the same.
No, right now you're going to focus on the show. I need every ounce of camaraderie and support I can get.
Ready? I'm going
to hold my breath while I dance.
I'm really going to knock it out.
1, 2, 3.
The Robbie and Matthew Show.
That was good for me.
You know what? I didn't even mean to hold my breath, and I held my breath.
Well, you know what a leader is? A leader is a person who inspires the people around him or her to do the things even without even having to say it. I just suggested that holding one's breath.
Were there strawberries in that chick?
Yes, it's a strawberry watermelon.
All kinds of little seeds in
Oh my gosh! Do you see how Robbie's complaining? Even though I made her a delicious, smooth, cool, and texturally sounded like it. I don't think you mention the little seeds in your teeth unless they're distressing you. Matthew rails about technology.
I think we already did that part.
No,
Didn't
friends.
We, about the printer?
I spent 2 hours this morning trying to sign my children up for Nintendo accounts because they like to play on the Nintendo Switch and they want to play with their friends somewhere else. If you feel like doing that, don't make your parents do it.
They actually want to play with our friends somewhere else, which is kind of nice.
At a certain
Thanks,
point,
Stella and Josh, for trying to play with our kids.
At a certain point in my life, I stopped being able to understand the interfaces of modern technological
Matthew
things.
got so crabby.
I got so crabby. I was rude to the children. We're going to move on from that. But if there's anything about my mood that seems dampened, dented, or otherwise distressed, it probably stems from the Nintendo debacle. All right, let's move on to talk about things we have made. So the theme of today's book is making things. All right, there's a young man named Bobby who has some robots, but they're not just any robots. They're robots that he made himself.
Why are we doing this before the book?
We're setting a tone.
Oh.
We have made things. Robbie and I are makers. That's what we do. We make things.
We like to make stuff
out of nothing. Robbie, what are some of the things you've made that you're proudest of? You know, I will give you 3 things that you've made that you are proudest of.
Oh, well, I hate these questions.
I will go first.
Thank
I will
you.
go first. I have made Robbie frustrated. That is something that I am very proud of just now.
He conjured that out of nothing.
I made a smoothie that put little bits of strawberry disaster in Robbie's teeth. I'm excited about that. I made 4 children, some of whom I baked them inside my own body for 9 months, and then they came out
You're
after
getting yourself confused with me.
Often
who
do
made those children.
Are you the one? So I'm just trying to give you a little help for your list.
Oh.
All right? What did you make? I also made Bobby and the Robots. At least I made the words. Even though I didn't actually use a hammer or a saw to make those words, I used my brain and my fingers, and I also called upon the technology assist from a computer and printer that were working at the time to print them out and give them to Robbie. So, I made a smoothie, I made Robbie frustrated, and I made the words for a story. I'm proud of all those things. I've also made some other things, but before Robbie even begins, I should not list 4 things. No. Robbie, what have you made that you are proud of?
Well, I've made lots of books that I'm proud of.
Right.
I made a water collecting system that runs to our sink in Alaska.
Tell them about this. This is awesome.
We have a gutter that the water runs off the roof, runs into the gutter, runs down into a tank that we put there.
A little cistern.
And then there's a hose that you have to connect, and it goes from the cistern attaches to basically the faucet. Well, it attaches to a pump that then attaches to the faucet. So when you turn the faucet on, the water pressure goes down, which automatically turns the pump on. The pump turns on, the water comes out. Then when you close it, the water pressure goes back up again because there's nowhere for the water to go. Pump turns off.
You guys, in Alaska, getting water out of our sink is not like it is here. Here we just turn on the sink knowing that there's water coming. In Alaska, we have to get the water that we then put in our sink. We either have to drive 3 miles up the beach to a spring, which is a tube coming out of the side of the bluff that is tapping a natural spring, and hold a bucket as the wind shifts so we can catch enough water, or we can use Robbie's ingenious method of collecting rainwater into a bucket. What?
After I did the rain collection system,
oh my goodness,
it didn't rain for
a year. For a year.
Very long
all last summer, it did not rain one time, and so we had to do the wind bucket technique.
Yes.
But when it rains again, Robbie's technique, I will admire Robbie more when the rain comes, because I'll be reminded of her genius.
It works.
All right, you made some books, you made a rain collection system. One more, Robbie.
I don't know if this counts as making. I made a part for our broken blender.
Of course it does.
Out of
our food processor.
Our food processor.
Yes.
So you know how your food processor, you have to click a piece down in order for it to be able to
so you don't chop your fingers off.
So you don't chop your fingers off. If it's just open, you can't turn it on.
Yeah.
The piece broke that clicks in.
And guess what Matthew did? Matthew said, well, guess we got to throw that away. And Robbie said, heck no, man. Sit down over there in the corner while I rolleth up my sleeve and do my thing. And she did, and she fixed it.
I fixed it with the cap of
a crazy glue.
Crazy glue.
I mean, Robbie's the real maker. I just stand by and marvel at her make-a-tude. What have you guys made? Think about things you've made.
Yes.
Even if you're 6, even if you're 4, even if you're 14, you have made things. Give yourself credit for those things. Think about the ingenuity. If you haven't made anything, today we're going to teach you how to make something.
Yes.
Tell the adult tall person in your room to go get a tea box and a toilet paper tube
or just
and
a
some
little
forks.
Cardboard box. A little, you can make it out of whatever you want.
We have standards and requirements here on Robbie and Matthew's Story Hour. If you want to do it right, Matthew likes to make things according to the directions.
Matthew follows the directions exactly.
Heck yeah.
I never follow directions.
Here's the secret. Up in the attic right now are all of my Lego sets from youth. All of the individual pieces of which are in separate Ziploc bags with their original instructions in the bag. They're in a larger box, and they are sealed away from my children who have reckless disregard for the integrity of Lego sets as shipped from the factory by Lego. They were put together like that for a reason. Someday when I'm too old to actually use the Legos, I'll pull them down again and look at them wistfully and wish that I had been less uptight.
You know what's going to happen?
What?
Robbie's going to unziplock all those bags, dump all the pieces out, throw away the instructions, and make some Legos.
That is not going to happen. That is why Robbie does not know where those Legos
That's
are.
why that's why I have to die first.
No, there's nobody has to die first. I'm just going to do it when you're at the grocery store or something. This got so dark. We're not talking about anything that dark today.
All right.
Today, anyway, think about what you've made. Give yourself credit for what you've made. And know
Good
that making stuff
job.
is a good way to do things. All right, here we go. Read Bobby and the Robots. I didn't say it, but Robbie's going to read Bobby and the Robots.
I'm going to read it, but you know what? I didn't have time to put the cover on it, so we're just going to jump right into it.
And you know why this is a problem, you guys? We don't have a copy of Bobby and the Robots.
Yes.
We hired some people to make this book for us, and we never ordered it again.
Print it, and we printed one run of it.
It's just too expensive.
And then it sold out, and we just...
We love this book, though. We love this book. What?
The truth is, this book is 2 pages longer than all of the rest of the books that we made in Bobby books.
That's why it's too expensive to reprint.
That's why it's too expensive to reprint. We can reprint 50-page books. We can reprint 5 different ones, and it doesn't matter what the contents are. But if we add in a 52-page book, it messes everything up. And this is a 52.
A little alarm goes off that says, ding, 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 expensive, expensive, expensive.
It doesn't say expensive. It just says we don't know how to bind this book. We have to do a whole separate process.
Expensive. Separate processes are expensive.
Yes.
All right.
You press Command L.
Command L. Can I press Command L? Oh, look, we disappeared. No. Where's our little faces?
Whoops. Sorry. I didn't press.
It's too distressing for them not to see our faces.
There we go.
They don't know if we even exist if they can't see us. All right.
When the sun came up, Bobby didn't feel like getting out of bed, so he didn't get out of bed.
Heck no, he didn't.
All right, you got to turn the page.
I think you need to push that so I can. There we go.
When he got hungry, he built a robot.
That's right. That's what you do when you're hungry. Yeah, I think you need to put
You just need to press the down button.
I need to press harder. Oh, down? It's not to the right?
I don't know.
Yesterday it was to the right.
He sent the robot to get him some toast.
That's what you do with robots. You give them tasks. They love tasks.
When the robot didn't come back, he built another robot to go find it.
There you go. If your first robot doesn't do what you say, get a different one.
I'm sorry that you can't see that whole robot. Hold on, go back.
What's wrong with him?
There, look.
Oh, you were covering the robot up with us.
He has a rake arm.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Maybe put us in the lower left. Maybe that's a better place for us to be.
Maybe it is today.
All right, let's see.
All right, we'll go over there.
There we are. Oh, what a voyage. That was breezy. All right, are you ready?
Woo!
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Next page.
Oops, sorry.
Oh!
There we go.
Okay. Oh no, now they can't see the words.
When neither robot came back, Bobby pulled his emergency candy bar out from under his bed and ate it for breakfast.
Yes.
Bobby's mom came to the door and told Bobby to get out of bed.
Get out of bed, Bobby!
Bobby put his helmet on so that he couldn't hear her.
No, sir.
Eventually, Bobby's second robot came back holding the first robot's arm. Bobby told his second robot to sit in the corner while he built a third robot to go out and find the rest of the first robot.
Yes.
While Bobby waited for his robots to come back, he counted the spots on the ceiling.
Yes.
Bobby's mom came to the door again and told Bobby to get out of bed or he wouldn't get to go visit his cousin Edgar. Inside the helmet, Bobby was smiling. Edgar was a double booger.
×2.
Bobby's mom left in a huff. Eventually, Bobby's first robot came back with no arms. Bobby's third robot was nowhere to be found. Bobby was getting hungry and was all out of candy bars. He sent his second robot out to get him some toast and find the first robot's other arm. He told his first robot to tell him jokes. But the first robot wasn't funny, so Bobby sent him to the corner.
Bobby's
harsh. A tough crowd, man. Bobby's dad came to the door and said, "Get out of..." Oh, go ahead.
"Get out of bed right now, or you'll regret it."
Bobby couldn't imagine ever regretting staying in bed.
No.
And in that way, Bobby is very much like Robbie.
This really should be called Robbie and the Robots.
A little while later, Bobby's second robot and third robot came back with a puppy, but no toast.
No toast.
Bobby liked the puppy, but he was too hungry to play with it. He took apart his 3 robots and built one gigantic robot with a really long arm.
Oh my goodness.
The robot's arm was so long that it could stand in Bobby's bedroom and reach all the way to the kitchen.
Yes.
When the arm came back, it was holding a chocolate cake.
Oh, it's a sound that you make when the thing you're holding is amazing.
Yes. Bobby loved chocolate cake. He told the arm to get him a fork. The arm got him a fork, but holding on to the fork was Bobby's mom. She didn't look happy. She said he had to take his gigantic robot apart right away. The good news was she didn't tell him not to rebuild his other robots.
That is good news.
The bad news was he had to go visit his boogery cousin Edgar after all.
Oh.
And the robots get to eat the cake.
Look at that. Robots do have appetites, teeth, and digestive tracts, if you were wondering.
Happy robots.
Happy robots!
The end.
The end. The end.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh.
dun, dun, dun.
That, my friends, is Bobby and the Robots. And if you want to buy that book, too bad.
Too bad.
You'll have to find it on the black
Yeah.
market. All right. I'm sure that there's a hot market. I wonder what it would cost.
Tom, our local bookseller, has been asking for copies
know.
of Bobby and the Robot
Every
for
time we
years
go and he's like,
now.
got any Bobby? Got any
Yeah.
more Bobby? And we're
Sorry.
like, no,
Sorry,
Tom.
Tom.
And each time we say, never again. But Tom's hope
Tom
springs
still-
eternal.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. He thinks that we're going to weaken and just
And
buy
eventually-
buy Bobby anyway. Show robot tutorial. This is very straightforward, friends. Show robot tutorial. I didn't do
okay.
any flowery. We're going to just show. You don't have to click anything, I think. Oh, I see. All
we
right.
go.
How
I need
to
to move us
build
back over here.
a robot. Robbie, will you zoom in on the
Wait.
ingredients list?
Woo.
Oh, whoa, oh, don't joggle me all around, Robbie. Okay, she isn't really. We didn't have to.
You know
move.
what? If I have to zoom, then I have to be back in control of this. I'm
Robbie
sorry.
just wanted an excuse to be in control of it. She wanted the
Yeah.
controls. Oh, you're just
I'm giving
spoiler
away all
alert.
this, so yeah.
All right,
I didn't know I was going to have to do this.
We're going to zoom in on the instruction. So, guys, imprint this in your minds, in your powerful minds, that you need a tea box. That is a box that tea comes in. If you don't know, someone in your house knows, I'm guessing, unless your family doesn't drink tea, in which case, why not? Tea
Yeah.
is a delightful
Tea's
beverage.
delicious.
Toilet paper tube. I know you have some toilet paper in your house. Don't try to convince me you don't. When it runs out, grab the tube. 2 bendy straws. You can
know
also
what?
use paper straws.
Yeah, we had paper straws that did not bend, and our children bent them.
You can bend paper straws
Yeah.
yourself. Poster paint and brush. You can also use Sharpies. You can also not paint your robot if you're
Yeah.
feeling a little bit like you don't want to do the painting part. 2 plastic forks or spoons. This is important. You could use non-plastic ones, but then please give them back to your family when you're done. Skizzers. That's how you pronounce that correctly, is skizzers. That's not a silent C anymore. Now you say skizzers. Is that?
That is false. Do
That's
not
how-
listen to anything Matthew says.
Or a knife, but if you use a knife, ask the tall person in the room. Unless you have like a really tall 4-year-old there, don't ask
Don't ask
him
that
or
person.
her. Right.
No.
All right, you need buttons, candy or beads, something to make
Something to decorate.
little eyes, little
Yeah.
noses, little button control panels, some masking tape, some glue. Basically, your run-of-the-mill crafting
I mean,
supplies.
all of this stuff is totally interchangeable with anything that you find that'll work.
Robbie made these instructions for Matthew's need to have
Yes,
order in,
yes.
in life and in the world and understand how things work. So, can we look at number 1? Cut a round hole on each side of the tea box. Now,
The round hole needs to be big enough to slide the toilet paper tube through the holes.
it in fact should be as close as possible to the diameter of the toilet paper tube. Do
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, people? Part 2, you're going to slide the toilet paper tube through the holes, which is why the hole needs to approximately match the size of the toilet paper
Yeah.
tubes. What we're doing with the box is making the torso, if you want to see my very muscular chiseled torso, and then if there were a tube cut through my
torso is the
my,
top half of your
my
body.
arms would go through it. So think of my arms as a toilet paper tube. And we're making the torso the upper half of the body.
Matthew
Robbie,
has to
can
go-
you do this by yourself
I
for a
can do
minute?
this. Go check on
Brian, I'm checking on your cake.
All right. So, toilet paper tube through the torso. Next, cut 2 small holes on each end of the toilet paper tube. Now, if you have a parent or family member like Robbie who has a hole puncher, use that. It's a lot easier. So I just hole punched 2 holes on each side of the toilet paper tube. And it's also both sides of the toilet paper tube. Because the idea is you're going to slide the bendy straws through the holes. I'm going to show you an example of the one. I don't know if I should
I call the children
do
in
the
to
big
show
reveal.
theirs?
Yeah, well,
yeah,
I don't know.
That?
This is Augie's.
All right.
Okay, I'm just going to go through these quick. We're going to post these on, we'll give you a link, and you can find it. So that's the idea. Those are going to be arms.
All right, anybody who made something they're going to show, come on in.
Right. 2 holes small. Okay, so, sorry. That was... Burp. Now I got to go to the next page.
Oh my gosh, all right. Hold on, guys. We'll call you over in just a second.
Okay, 5. Tape the forks or the spoons to the bottom of the box. Those are going to be his little sled legs.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like skis, kind of like feet.
6. Paint your robot however you'd like.
Or don't paint it if you don't like.
Or don't paint it, or color it in with marker. 7. Turn your robot around and open its control panel.
Mm-hmm. What's happening here?
8.
Mm-hmm.
Paint the inside of the control panel with buttons, switches, and levers.
This is pro-grade roboting, you guys.
Yeah, your robot can't function if it doesn't have any computer inside.
Just give it some stuff to do.
Yeah.
Injection button, lasers.
9. Use buttons or candy or other small things to make eyes and a mouth.
Yeah, all right.
And look, it has moving arms. That's why
gosh.
it has the
So
toilet
cool.
paper roll.
Yeah.
Add anything else you could think of to make your robot amazing.
Your robot looks even cooler than Bobby's robot, if you ask me. You didn't ask me, but that is my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to bring up a young hired model, actor,
All right.
stunt double.
All right.
Please, bring your robot forth, person who made one.
Okay.
And show us.
This is Mr. Kato Swanson.
Yes. What did you make, my man? Oh.
Okay.
Now, Kato made certain decisions here. He made a robot with, is there a mouth?
He's got a straw smiley face mouth.
That wasn't in the directions. Kato went off.
Kato went off script. Kato and I are very much alike.
Yes.
Although Kato likes to follow directions.
All of
for
Kato's Legos are in one big bin.
So see, he's got moving arms.
Moving arms. He does not have sled legs. Kato did not
Kato just
opt
said
to do that.
this guy doesn't need to go anywhere.
No, he feels confident himself.
He's working right here.
Yeah, with just what he has and what he is.
What do you say to the people, Kato?
Bye.
Oh, there's no greeting. There's no pleasantries.
All
All right,
I'll go
who's next? All right, what do we have here? Oh, then there's different sizes of tea boxes. Look, Augie chose one that's more of a cube. Oh!
And he's got an opening mouth.
Nice. That's a nice innovation. That was not part of the original scheme. So Augie went off script too.
Hold it up close so they can see. So
there we go. Here, I'll hold it, and you can do some talking to the side. All right. Show us what we got here.
Fork feet.
So, the feet are made out of forks, and I kind of made them uneven so it looked like he was stepping.
Oh, I like that.
Very good.
And I made the hands also uneven. I just did that on
To make it look like he was punching you out?
Yeah. Okay, good. And what did you do here? His head was not black to begin with, was it?
So I just used Sharpie.
Nice. But his body was black already, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you've seen here the same basic idea and set of instructions yielded 2 very different robots. What do you have to say to the people? Do you have any wise wisdom?
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Nice. All right. But we've not... Well, no, go ahead. Finish. Please tell us the rest of your thought.
Wait, no, that was it.
That was it.
That was it. All right.
That was a complete
That was
thought.
some good wisdom.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for joining us today. You can take your robot with you. Oh, you got to show him something else? Go ahead.
Also, make sure it's even because sometimes the holes can not be very good.
Well, you know what? You had a wider box than the other box. So you didn't have much room to work for your hole punching.
So you know what? If you have a wide box, maybe get a paper towel tube
roll.
instead of a toilet paper tube. All right? There's ways around every problem. I got to check on the cake again. Okay, Robbie.
Gosh.
You'll have to just freelance.
All right. So, yes.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Augie. So we got our 2 robots. I will post the links. We'll post the links to the robot instructions. Let's see. We have some friends who somebody built a beehive. We were talking about things that you make. So well done on the beehive, Ella, and your friend. Minecraft stuff. Minecraft is great. Minecraft is just building all the time. That's the best thing about Minecraft. Oh, Henderson Robot next. Henderson Robot will come along. We're going to kind of loop around to Henderson Robot. Oh, candy canes for arms. That's a good idea. And I bet, if you're anything like us, you have candy canes lying around from Christmas time.
Christmas time is when candy canes happen. I was about to contradict you, but that is, in fact, the right season for candy canes.
You smell like a delicious carrot cake.
I do. I am making a delicious carrot cake, but it refuses to finish baking, so I put it in for 2 more minutes. All right, let's see. Can you hold this so I don't get mocked and derided and chastened?
Show Kato's robot.
Answer questions if there are any questions, and share Woy's thoughts if there aren't with spontaneous elegance. I'm going to let Robbie do this because she's the master.
I couldn't even understand what you
Answer
said.
questions, and if there are no questions, share Woy's thoughts with spontaneous elegance.
Okay. Do we have any questions?
Guys, do you have any questions? I feel like we never leave any time for you. Let's see what's happening over here.
I already went through everything.
Do you also have the link for the secret handshake? I forgot where I got that one earlier. We will post that for you, friend.
That link should be on the video. That what was the secret handshake book?
Secret handshake book was... I don't remember. However, sometimes Matthew forgets to post links.
Was it The Luckiest?
Yes, it was.
No, The Luckiest was...
No, it wasn't. I don't know. Let's not spend time trying to figure it out now.
Right.
Yes, I will post it, and yes, I will. If I don't, please contact me, and I will send it to you. Info@RobbieandMatthew.com. No E. Info@RobbieandMatthew.com.
Robbie doesn't have an E.
You may also write us to complain, to suggest dance moves.
No, we don't know any dance moves.
I do. I know lots of dance moves.
Is Robbie your full name?
Ah.
Indeed, it is.
Yes, it is.
R-O-B-B-I. Here's the thing. My dad's name is Robert.
Yes.
And my mom's name is Seiko.
Right.
My name is... Oh, and my mom's maiden name was Kato. So she was Seiko Kato. So my name is Robbie Kato Bear. My brother's middle name is Robert. And my sister's middle name is Rebel. And that's partly because Roberts go back in our family for a long way. So they were trying to, be Robert-y without naming one of us Bob. Because really, Bob, my dad, is the singular Bob. He's the only Bob. We made a book called The Horrible Itch.
Who made a book called The Horrible Itch?
The Schroyers did.
Oh, well, good job.
Yes.
Was it based on real-life experiences? That's what I want to know. Was it autobiographical?
Oh, good.
What?
Somebody pointed out. It was on Rocketfish and Clan.
Oh, because they're friends. Because they're just such good friends.
So it should be in the description, right? Did you put the link in the description?
You're asking me to remember something that happened more than 15 minutes ago?
We'll put the link in the description of the Rocketfish and Clan read aloud, okay?
On the YouTube.
Yes, on the YouTube.
Friends, we have a few more minutes left. We would love to answer more questions. The carrot cake is done, if you are wondering. Brian,
Matthew, what is your full name?
My full name is Matthew Alden Swanson. If you are paying attention, our daughter's name is Alden, and we were so unimaginative when the time came to name our children that we just chose names that already existed in our own names. So Alden's name is Alden, my middle name. Kato's name, our second kid, is Robbie's middle name. Augie's middle name is Bear, because Robbie felt left out of the whole naming convention.
He did. Matthew got to have all the children got Matthew's last name.
They did.
And the dog and the cats got my last name.
Yes, but the dog and the cats have since died, so we needed something.
My life,
her entire legacy,
my legacy
depends on Augie.
Yeah.
But Augie is pretty great. Yeah. If you have to have a legacy, Augie's a pretty safe place to put it.
Ella wants to make a Jello cake this weekend. Yay!
Do you guys have the directions? Because I can put the directions somewhere.
Yeah, we have the
I didn't see it there. No. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So thanks. I will go put it there
Matthew
after
will put it there
this.
after we're done here.
Okay. I will do that. Jello cake recipe, easy to find. It's on an old blog. I will also post that. But it helps me if you guys write me emails asking for these things specifically.
But we can totally post a link to the Jello cake recipe.
We can, but it's so much better if you write me.
Well, we know that it's Amy.
Right, and we will forget that within 45 seconds. So write me an email, info@RobbieandMatthew.com, if you have a specific request, and I will honor it. Otherwise, I will try to remember and then fail. But I think, friend, it's time to end this joy, because we need to go on to the next part of the joy. Point 2, joy de.
Joy de?
Yeah, let's see. Is there anything else that we have to do? Please, read the final item on the agenda.
Oh.
Fond
I
farewells.
feel like we kind of already did this.
Well, that's not the fault of the agenda writer. He was just, goodbye, friends. We will see you. Go to the other link now. Oh, I didn't send the links to your dad. So if you can quickly send him the second link, you can still do it. We're going to go. I'll see you later, friends. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh,